investigator in organized crime, tells of the investigation of the death of QTech employee and engineer Armand Swart. He speaks about how Swart was assassinated in a hailing of bullet estimated to be about 23 at QTech offices in Vereeniging. Investigators get on scene and they start investigating, and the manhunt for the killers start. They were caught not even 2 hours later. Right, 3 suspects were caught in Detective Michael Pule and Musakekana. The other suspect is not named because charges were eventually dropped. They did not have enough evidence to hold him. Upon more investigation of looking around CCTV footage, Detective Michael Buletahu's car, his real car, is seen almost as scouting the QTech offices the day before Armand Swart's killing. Armand Swart was shot. There was a I-20 there that was used as the getaway car, and it was followed by surveillance. And after shooting Armand Swart, it went straight to Musa Kekana's house. Musa Kekana was caught 2 hours later in a Bramley belonging to Detective Buletau. They found 4 phones there, one a burner phone, and it was the discovery of those phones that led to the connection between Detective Buletau and Katie Molefe. Katie Molefe and Tau were in contact constantly. Pule even called Molefe when he was at QT premises, also sending him a message to tell him that the job is done. Now, Witness A and Witness B brought a lot of evidence, CCTV footages of the Viano also at Katie Molefes' house, conversations, phone calls, screenshots, everything you can even track. I was there to show that we tracked this car to that house. The CCTV, this is how we caught them. So the investigators are not just speaking by mouth. They have tangible evidence, and it makes you wonder, if there is this much evidence, why is Katie Molefe out on bail? Because the evidence is there, the messages are there. So Witness A tells of that, and that just quickly after the arrest, that's when they see that we're going to need help. He talks about the first court appearance of Detective Buletau and Musakekana. He said him and other investigators, 5 investigators, go to court, and when they get there, how? It's full to capacity. The court is full to capacity, police officers there, and he learns that in a majority they are there to support Detective Buletau. And he said one thing that was odd was that the people who were there to support someone that he arrested wanted to take pictures of him, which he thought was very unusual. That I arrested someone you're supporting. Why do you want to take a picture of me? He said that when the investigators were leaving, civilian cars tried to run them off the road, basically pushing their cars off the road, that they eventually decided to just take a different route to protect themselves. And he says that he thinks that those were police officers, because why would civilians try to kill us for arresting criminals, even if the criminals were cops? So he speaks of that as part of, when he realized that he was in danger. Now, Major General Shibiri of the National Organized Crime Unit, literally their boss, calls them and sits them down and says, this case with Pule, Tau, and Katie Molefe is a very tricky one, because these people are connected to very, very dangerous people like King Swazi, who is late and was a taxi boss. And he's like, hey, good tricky. He says to them, there are envelopes here for investigators who investigated the death of Armand Swart, magistrates, and even prosecutors. Witness A says when he left there, he was very confused because he didn't understand what the Major General was trying to do. He also felt like this man is trying to find out how much evidence we have against Pule, but also baiting us to see if we would take the bribe. He's like, I felt very uncomfortable. I had many questions. And one of the questions was, is he part of the dangerous people that he's actually warning me about. He's like, it was very inappropriate, it was very odd, I had so many questions, and my gut was just not having it. Later, him and witness B are invited to a party. Hey, they say they're invited to a party at a boutique hotel by a Vusindlala. And they're like, okay, we've just put some criminals in jail. Let's go celebrate. They go there and they realize when they get there, the General Shiburi is there. He's like, when I saw Shiburi, I was a bit uncomfortable. He's like, I got there. The general is relaxed. He's even playing music from his phone. There are other policemen there, police officers there. He's like, I'm like, why are we here? Why were we invited? This is very odd. And he says he overheard General Shiburi talking to Vusindlala that how you didn't tell me that you were gonna turn this place into a police station because there were so many cops, but you could tell that. He knew. He said he was very uncomfortable. He felt like it was a social setup. The whole encounter was weird and inappropriate for them. And he says that afterwards he told their commanders, who were like, don't ever attend those type of places again, those type of things again. And he says, yeah, it was odd. It was a very odd experience. But another thing that he did spoke about was the same Vusindlala who called him and told him that Pule is going to get out on bail. If he doesn't get out on bail, he's going to escape. If he doesn't escape, then the investigative officers have to die. And he's like, I was thinking, nah, he's not gonna go out on bail because we have enough evidence. But lo and behold, Detective Puletao was out on bail. He's like, that's when I had a realization that, you know what, General Shiburi was right. These people are extremely dangerous. I don't want to make this too long, so I will do a part 2 tomorrow with tomorrow's testimony and just combine it. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you want me to go more into detail about the evidence that they brought forth, or if you're just fine with the roundabout Mukosi, if it covers everything that you need. Please don't forget to subscribe, guys. Okay, everything that I'm saying here I heard at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry, and if I did say something wrong, I didn't mean it. I didn't know. Okay. And let me not forget to say allegedly. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.